Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Lynn, and I'm back with another review slash recap of Bizaardvark. And this time we have a special guest on this show, Ava Gutowski, My Life as Ava. You guys probably already know. If you guys don't know, then you need to know. My Life as Ava, she's on this show, and I thought she did really good. She was acting very creepy and very brainwashed, and I thought she did a really good job acting, and she was just amazing as whole, and I'm like, that's so cool. And the two actresses who played Paige and Frankie Madison, who and Olivia Rodrigo, they've been going live on Instagram, which is a new update that Instagram said they're going to be putting out soon. I'm like, okay, why don't I have it? But yeah, it's new Instagram update that they're putting out soon, and they've been doing like going live, asking questions and stuff like that. So they say that the producers actually do ask them like, okay, who do you want on the show, what in that sensation, and Olivia actually asked about Ava Gutowski, and they was like, so then when she got on there, they were like, oh my god, this is so exciting, though, because she actually asked about that, you know. So I think that's really cool that they asked them like, okay, who do you want on the show? So yeah, and if I mention, guys, before I get started in this recap, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can watch more of our videos, and don't forget to like and share and comment on this video, and don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, my Musical.ly, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Snapchat, and my Tumblr. You can follow me on all of that, so in the link in the description below. All of the stuff's in the description below. But yeah, guys, let's start with this funny episode that reminded me so much of iCarly when they went to Nora's house. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that no more, but fine. Anyway, yeah, so they trying to do the biggest video they ever made. They're gonna need more than $300, a club that they're gonna build from the ground up themselves. And yeah, their total budget was wowza, because they don't have that type of money to be spending like that, especially when you're on a budget trying to do a video. So Bernie came in, he's like, oh my god, I got this new suit, trying to legitimize myself. And then he was like, this and he looked so nice in his suit, but then his suit ripped, and he's like, I guess $20 wasn't expensive, so okay. But anyway, yeah, so they can't afford they budget and all this and that. So he's like, well, I think I might actually have the answer to your problem. So then he saw that ball in the cup. I don't know if y'all know what's called, ball in the cup. It's like this ball on a string that you can get into the cup. Yeah, he said I got distracted by it, so he was like, oh yeah, Liam set up a crowdfunding site, and then he's like, wow, this game is so strange and sophisticated, and it's a billionaire that want to meet them and finance their videos. So he's like, okay, what the heck, Bernie, stop getting distracted, tell us more. So it's pretty exciting. The guy's name is Hugh, and it was like, oh, you Hugh? Because then his two bodyguards, he was being so stone-faced. He was like, I hope these two chatterboxes didn't talk your ear off. So then he's like, I'm a huge fan. It's like a teenage billionaire. And he's like, I like to call myself a normal teenager who happens to have $1 billion. So Paige is like, isn't that the same thing? He's like, when you're rich, you don't really have to make sense. And I was like, got a point. So yeah, so there's like, ooh, a rich person's couch. That's me. If I went to a rich person, I'd be like, ooh, a rich person's couch. Like, ooh, that feels very nice. But anyway, yeah. So he was like, I'm a benefactor of the comedic arts, and you know what? They got an expensive dream, and they want it to come alive, called The Party Don't Stop. So he was like, oh, I already like it. So she was like, oh, thanks, Hugh. So he's like, please call me Hugh, the normal teenage billionaire. So yeah, if I was a billionaire, I'd probably be talking like that too. You know what I'm saying? Got my nice little furry couch and this and that. Oh yeah. So then Dirk, he was gonna have a lobster in his pants while he did a one-hand motorcycle dare. So then Mila's like, isn't there another one-hand motorcycle lobster in here? So she searched it, and yeah, it was this girl. Her name was Dare Me Girl. And then he's like, who is that dude? And he's like, oh, that dude is hot. So yeah, she has slow motion here just like Amelia, and it was this the season, guys. This the season of Charlie. Fa la 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 la. Anyway, yeah. So Dare Me Girl, the raddest, baddest, most something daredevil. So then he's like, I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna tell her a piece of my mind, because the doctor said I only got a little bit of that left to spare. Yeah, so they had Paige and Frank, they had their video premiere, and they looked really gorgeous. They pulled up to the club looking all nice and fresh, all those dollars. It's like The Party Don't Stop. And basically the song was kind of, the video was kind of like, you know, I had her be like, the party don't stop, the party don't stop. But they didn't want the party to really stop, but they kept falling asleep, and they kept like, oh, somebody hand me those shades so I can go to sleep. And she's like, oh, I mean, somebody hand me those shades so I can party all night. It was really funny when they did it, because they was like, they were trying to keep themselves awake, and they was yarning and stuff and throwing ice water on themselves, and it was just too much. They ended up falling on the floor asleep, because you can't always party, guys. I mean, you could party, but sometimes sleeping is a party. I mean, like, you know when you get into bed and you're like, oh my god, I've been waiting this all day, even from when you get up in the morning or at whatever time you get up, even from when you get up, you still are waiting when you lay down. It's like the best feels like that's what I feel like. But anyway, yeah. So he was like, look, I love it. My bodyguards laughed. They wasn't laughing. But anyway, yeah. So they's like, well, thanks for all the money and thank you for working on us. He's like, yeah, I like his blue coat. It's cute. So then he's like, well, wait, I want to show you some fun stuff. So then Paige was like, should we stay? So then Frankie was like, well, on one hand, he's really creepy, but on the second hand, fun stuff is cool. So he showed him this virtual reality thing. So he's like, I think it could take y'all views to the next level. So then Frankie's like, well, I do like levels. So then Paige is like, no, that's what Paige said. Then Frankie's like, that was a real stupid thing to say, Paige, but okay. So they went to this virtual reality, and that's like a big thing now. But they have it at the mall, the fashion show mall, when we went there, because we did like a vlog and we went to the fashion show mall. But so they had it there, but you gotta sign like a waiver, and I'm like, okay, like that seems dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't do this now, guys. But yeah, so they was all distracted by being in that virtual reality in the grass in the green area. They did not know that they was getting tied up like Hannibal Lecter on that gurney. Oh my God. Frank was like, oh great, now I already have to pee. So yeah, there's like our parents over here, and they was like, you crazy. And he was like, I prefer the term enthusiastic. I'm like, okay. But then he's like, look, comedy is subjective. So then he yelled at her. So then Frankie was like, never mind, I don't have to pee no more. So yeah, he's like, I don't have no friends. And then he took their phones. He's like, I want to be funny, and y'all comedic experts. So then Paige is like, I don't know if we comedy experts, but we like to do comedy and all this and that. So then Frankie was like, Paige, and she was like, yep, we know nothing about comedy, never mind. Bye. So then he's like, just make me funny. And he's like, and I'll let y'all go. So she was like, well, you're already funny. You know, you just will us outside and leave us at a bus stop. You know, this, you know, doing all that. So they was like, okay. Then they was talking down to him because they was started laughing. And then he was like, you making me very enthusiastic. Crazy. But anyway, yeah. So then he ended up breaking a vase very abruptly. And then he was like, no, let's do the comedy. But yeah. So my value pin is coming out of my head, but I can fix that because I'm gonna try to fix it because I'm just saying, but my God, fix it. Oh my God, I'm falling apart, guys. I hope it looks the same. But anyway, yeah. So wait, I gotta really fix this. So Dirk met up with Jeremy girl, and he was like, you got a lot of nerve showing up here, and she was like, you invited me. He was like, what doing to her? So he kept like going off on her. But anyway, yeah. So then she was like, look, your lair look kind of safe. So then she was like, you need to ditch the dare me. He's like, you need to ditch the dare me and just be girl. And she's like, well, you need to change your name and short your name to Loser. So then he started losing. He's like, oh my God. So his camo shirt was really cute. I like his camo shirt. Like, it was like, it wasn't a camouflage like green. It was like pink, blue, and another color. But it was really cute. But anyway, yeah, so then he's like, look, I think I'm the best. She's like, well, I laid on the bed of snakes. He's like, well, I ate a bed of snakes. She's like, I wrestled a wild pig. And he's like, I am a wild pig. She's like, what's that supposed to mean? He's like, I don't know. So then she's like, it's only one way to do this. And they both, he said kissing you. And then she said a dare off. And he's like, oh, my bad. So yeah, so they a dare off. The winner keeps the dare me title. Oh, Lord. Meanwhile, Bernie was playing ball and cover, and Mila's like, have you seen Frankie and Paige? Because she's acting like a real friend on this one, you know? She was like, have you seen them? Like, I haven't seen them. Like, where they at? But yeah, so he's like, look, I'm on a good streak. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a good winning streak. So she's like, you're supposed to hit the ball in the cup. And he's like, no, you're not. Quiet. But anyway, yeah, so he's like, well, last time I saw him was in the lounge, and then I let them go to a mysterious billionaire's house in his mysterious mansion. So yeah, so she's like, let's go, we leaving. So Paige, they was at the place, and Paige was like, you can't be taught by someone. You can't even be taught by someone that's in a gurney. Like, you gonna have to let me help. But anyway, guys, she's like, well, I can hang you from your ankles from the ceiling. You want to do that too? And she's like, okay, lesson 2. We're gonna teach you how to be funny. So anyway, yeah. So then Frank was like, basically, we're gonna die, and he was like, well, I tried to make a flesh-eating scorpion joke, but nobody ever get it. So then she was like, Frankie was like, well, maybe you should get something that's relatable. Is somebody gonna be able to relate to that? So yeah, then he's like, I do this funny impression of this girl named Ava. She was like, oh my God, I'm in a dungeon. So then he's like, I do a great day guy too. And he's like, okay. So then he's like, well, so y'all gotta roll because, you know, Amelia started knocking on the door. So he's like, gotta roll. And he's like, get it because he's strapped to a gurney. So then Frankie was like, I hate you. She yelled it. It was so funny. But anyway, yeah, so the bodyguards, it's like the bodyguards should be ashamed. And then Ava Gutowski, she was right there. So then Frankie's like, oh my God, it's Ava Gutowski. I literally love her life. But yeah, so Amelia's like, Amelia knocked on the door. She's like, you seen your friends? and all this. You see my friend. So then he was like, wow, you Amelia? And who's this little boy? And he was like, I'm not a little boy. I got a suit on. But then his suit ripped up. So he's like, look, Bernie's not a bugler. Get him out of here. So Bernie got kicked out. But then he was like, look, I just love how you have this oblivious act where the world could be ending right around you and still talk about yourself. So she's like, well, that's a nice way of saying you a fan. In other words, I'm not saying I'm a fan. So, yeah. So then she got thrown into. She's like, ugh, you can't lock me in here. And then she was like, my friends are here. Oh my gosh, the dungeon sleepover. So then Ava was like, he brought dozens of youths down here. But they always failed him and he never let anybody go. So she started laughing and she started screaming and she started laughing. And it was really funny when she's like, she's like, and it was like, she was like wicked shit because she was brainwashed. She's like, this reminded me of Pretty Little Liars too. Yeah, it did. So anyway, yeah, so Hugh came back and he was like, oh my god, you billionaire psycho, let us out right now. And he was like, I will eat your hair. She's like, oh, he picked me first. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so then he's like, Ava, I need you with me. So she's like, okay, bye, Dungeon, I love you so much. So then Mila started laughing. So then she opened the door. She's like, oh, chewing gum on the last trick. So then she's like, this ain't my first rodeo. And then she walked out. So then it was like, Amelia, she's like, look, can't you have a great exit line and then leave out too? She's like, please, this ain't my first rodeo. And then she left again. So she put like chewing gum, she put gum on the inside of the latch, in which I guess somehow I don't know how that worked, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so Dirk and Jeremy Girl, they had done every dare, and it was like, it's one hardcore that they never did. Make yourself a human banana split dare. Oh my god, with a hardcore flavored ice cream. And it's like, it was a sponsor. He did like a sponsor too. So she was like, sell out. And I was like, oh my god, that's like on YouTube when people do sponsors. Everybody like, you a sellout, you a sellout. And I'm like, guys, calm down. You want the money or not? But anyway, yeah. So they was gonna go, that dare is so cool. I want to be bathed in ice cream. Like, I wonder if that was real ice cream, because if it was, that would have been so good. But anyway, yeah, it was so easy. It's like, who won? It's like, wow, I guess you should have came up with some ground rules. So they cleaned themselves up, and then Bernie came in like, oh my god, our friend was kidnapped. He's like, that's great. He's like, that is? So he's like, yeah. So then he waved that Dare Me girl, and he was like, okay, well, the best rescue can get the Dare Me name. So they're gonna like do that. So then Bernie's like, dude, that girl's perfect for you to set me up with. Okay, Bernie. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so Amelia was like, come on, we need to leave. So they heard laughter from the other side of the wall. So then Amelia's like, this decoration is so tacky. So she opened up the secret doors. She's like, oh, that's so tacky. And it was brainwashed comedic stand-up. I'm like, wow. And he was like, what's the things with prisoners complaining about being in prison? And then he was like, who out here is from Los Angeles? And Amelia's like, oh my god, that's crazy because I'm from Los Angeles too. I'm like, Amelia, Jesus. So yeah, they all got strapped down. His brain's about to be reprogrammed to find him hilarious. The wires checked their heart rate and the other one's gonna turn them into mush. But then Dare Me Girl came in and did her Niagara Falls dare. She knocked out one bodyguard. And then Dirk came in and did his motorcycle dare. And he's like, did somebody order a wall? And she was like, did somebody order a rescue? And then when he said that, she was just like, okay, you stupid. But yeah. So they tied, you know, it was only one way to settle this, and she was like, I kiss you, and he's like, arm wrestle. But they was like, dang, I missed my chance. So they're gonna stop him from escaping, and Dirk's like, you're not going anywhere. I heard you was a little mean to my friend. So then Paige and Frank was like, a little mean? He tried to, you know, kill us basically. So then he was like, okay, hold on, Paige, you're gonna get to talk. He's like, what do you gotta say to them? He's like, I'm sorry. So then he was like, Paige and Frankie, what do you gotta say to him? And he was like, nothing, we ain't do nothing to him. So he's like, what did you say? I'm sorry. He's like, I guess it is two sides to every story. So yeah, so it wasn't though, because that boy Hugh, he went and had them, so it wasn't two sides to every story. But I guess they're trying to make fun of like how be like, when they know that person did something, they're like, oh, I guess it is maybe two sides to every story. No, it's not. They didn't. But anyway, yeah, so Bernie's like, is this the best day ever or what? I got the ball in the cup. That's me. Like, I never played ball in the cup, but we have this other thing where it's like little balls inside, and you like hit it, and like you squeeze it, and like it pop up and you gotta catch it. So I guess it's like ball in the cup, but in like a different type of way. But anyway, yeah. So he was like, I guess this is goodbye. And then she was like, yeah, you know, he was arrested. Dirk was like, nice word. And then she was like, I dare you to call me sometimes. He's like, I thought you never dared. So then he's like, by the way, what's your name? She was like, Pam. And he's like, oh, okay. I guess he liked Dare Me Girl better. But then, yeah, so that was the end. Bernie had got his own little commercial for his own agency, and it's making me want to sign with him. You know, Bernie Shots is the man. But anyway, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I really like this episode, and I always say this every time I watch this show, every time I watch this, you know, every week. I like how they actually have actual social media stars on this show because, actual YouTubers, because if you were to basically take the whole concept of YouTube and make it viewable, and you might as well get real YouTubers to be on there, to be viewers. Like, you might as well, because they real people, not just get actors. So I like that. I always say that I like that. This episode was funny, and I like Frankie and Paige. I like Madison and Olivia Rodrigo because I think they work good together. I like they like deadpan comedy. It's like boom, 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 and then Dirk kind of acts stupid, but sometimes he acts smart. And then Bernie tried, but nobody gave him a chance. It's like, okay. And then Amelia, she's a friend, but sometimes she just like, so she's kind of self-absorbed. So yeah. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and do not forget to follow me on all my social media. I mean, down there. But basically, for Musically, Twitter, and Instagram, my social media, and Snapchat, is MsCuteZie. It's going to be right there. MsCuteZie. That is the name. That is the game. So see you guys next time. Bye.